Hello, everybody, and happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to all. Happy New Year. I think this is my first live of 2023. Yes. Hello, hello. First live of 2023. So we're going to go ahead and kick this thing off. We're talking today about why should your ideal clients choose you? Why should they do business with you? And how are you going to be able to communicate that repeatedly to them? So please feel free to drop your questions and your comments into the chat, and we can discuss them here live, or we can discuss them later. Happy New Year! Okay, so let's talk about it, y'all. Why should your ideal clients do business with you? Okay. Spoiler alert, credentials are not enough. Credentials are not enough. So, what I mean by that is that if you're a coach or you're a consultant and you say to your potential client, hey, you should do business with me because I have a degree or because I have a certification, guess what? Get in line. Your competitors have those things too, right? So, now I know I struck a nerve with all of my degree and credential collectors out there. Listen, I understand. I too am an academic, and if I had unlimited funds and unlimited time, I would probably have about 20 degrees and 100 credentials, right? But I love to learn. I love professional development. But when you're standing next to your competitors, hey, when you're standing next to your competitors, you have to come to the realization that more will be required. Okay. In 2023, more will be required of you. And it's up to you as to whether or not you will deliver for your clients and for your business. Okay. Right. It's completely up to you. So, when I talk about the importance of knowing why your ideal clients should do business with you, hey, Brittany, I'm talking about your unique value proposition, or what I like to call your unicorn factor. Yes, your unicorn factor. P.S. Also, I'm kind of obsessed with unicorns, so I'm just throwing that out there. So, I named one of my frameworks after unicorns. Don't judge me, y'all. But your unique value proposition or your unicorn factor is knowing what is your value add for your business. So it's like, what are you delivering? What will be the experience? What will be acquired? In essence, what is the transformation that you provide if someone chooses to do business with you, with your brand, right? So when it comes to solidifying your brand's value proposition, there are 5 things I think you need to think about and kind of solidify for yourself. The first is identifying all the benefits your product or service has to offer. The second is describing what makes these benefits valuable, right? Why are they valuable to your ideal clients? The third is identifying your client's main problem. And then the fourth, connecting the value to your client's problem, right? And the fifth is differentiating yourself, or being able to differentiate yourself as the preferred provider of this value. Okay. So, just to level set, when your target market wakes up in the morning, right, they are not specifically looking for you, especially if they've never come in contact with their brand previously. They're just out here in the internet streets, minding their own business, enjoying the general social media experience. Okay. So, you, as the coach or the consultant, have the task of attracting them to your brand because you have a service that fulfills a need or solves a problem. But there's a lot of noise out there on the internet and in the marketplace in general, right? So you have to be a disruptor to the noise. You have to be able to have a conversation with them offline. And in this conversation, you need to be able to clearly communicate your unicorn factor. Okay. Why should they choose your services over someone else's? And that has to be clear, clear enough for someone to say yes, because they see the value in your offer and it solves their problem, right? One mistake that I see coaches and consultants make Whether honestly they're new or seasoned is not being able to be clear on their value proposition to their target market. They haven't put the thought into how their product or service is different from their competition and what makes them unique. And no, it doesn't mean your logo, doesn't mean your website and tagline. That's not a unique value proposition. Don't confuse visual branding with your brand's value proposition. Okay. When you think about value proposition, you generally can sum it up in a statement like that tells your ideal client what you do, why they should choose your brand. And honestly, if you want premium branding that demands premium prices, you better have a premium value proposition, meaning the solution you offer gives your target market exactly what they need. Okay. So when we look at certain premium brands, right, they have defined their value proposition. And I think we can learn from them. We can learn a lot, right? What are they doing differently that maybe you may or may not be doing, right? Think about the brands that you love, the brands you're loyal to. Why is that? Why is that? Right? Let's look at an example. Okay. So I know I'm gonna get a lot of slack for this later. Android people, y'all are gonna be upset, but let's look at Apple. Okay. So Apple, they want to create a safe ecosystem, making sure that their users remain a part of it, right? I think they've been focusing, of course, getting more market share, right? It's Apple. But their most recent value proposition, I think the statement they put out like is more around privacy and protection of being a part of a safe ecosystem. And you actually see this, right? For Apple users, all the private Apple ID things that are popping up that you see, that's what that is. They're like they are holding strong with their value proposition in the marketplace and what they put out there, right? I'm a loyal Apple user, obviously. And every device I have is Apple except for my PC. So I'm getting there though. I'm getting there. I'm gonna make the switch. I just the reason why is because I had a bad experience with an Android a few years ago. Never looked back. Never had the problem again. Right. And I have a little friendly debate going with my friends. We definitely keep the Android versus iPhone beef alive. Like between all of us, we definitely do. Like to me, all Android people are green message people. You're green message people. I can't take it. um, hashtag iPhone forever. Anyway, so now consider your brand, right? Consider your brand, your business as a coach or consultant. Have you outlined your brand's value proposition, right? Have you put some thought into the transformation that you provide, and is it specific? The more specific you can get, the more targeted you can be with your messaging, right? One of the things that I work on with my clients in the Brand Builder Blueprint is not only identifying their target market, but also defining their unique value proposition, aka their unicorn factor, because you know the transformation you provide, right? How this uniquely solves your ideal client's problems. You're confident in it, you will consistently attract your ideal clients, right? So, to recap, the 5 things you need to be thinking about when you're developing your unique value proposition, aka your unicorn factor, and why your ideal clients should be doing business with you are: number one, the benefit that your product or service offers. Number two, description of what makes these benefits valuable. Number three, finding out what your ideal client's main problem is. Number four, connecting this value to your ideal client's problem. And number five, how you're going to differentiate yourself as the preferred provider of this particular value. Just want to check in and see if there are any questions. Any questions, guys? Any questions at all? I'm going to check the chat now. Any questions? Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Y'all good out there? Instagram, y'all got any questions? All right. So if you do, go ahead and type them in the chat. But part of the way in which you're going to differentiate yourself is really being able to nail your messaging in 2023, right? Like that's hands down. So because of that, I'm hosting a free magnetic messaging workshop on January the 18th and the 19th to help you guys attract your ideal clients in 2023, right? So in this workshop, you're going to learn the basics of attraction marketing, how to clarify your I help statements so that it's extremely clear what you do. And then, of course, we're going to go over how to sell 4+ figure offers in the DMs. So you want to have your ideal clients reaching out to you rather than you reaching out to them, right? So if you're interested in attending this free workshop, click the link in my bio. If you're watching me on Instagram, if you're watching me on Facebook, LinkedIn, or YouTube, you can click the link in the description of this live. It's slayhardeveryday.co. And then you can register for the workshop. All right, y'all. Checking in again. Got to see all the screens. Any questions? Anything at all? Oh, Brittany says good tips. Thanks so much. I may be able to stream from one device soon. I saw that Instagram is now allowing third-party streaming. Super excited about that. I gotta test it though. So we might be going live later to test that out. Any questions? All right, y'all. Well, I think that's all I got today for you guys. If you have any questions, then definitely feel free to drop your questions into the comments. I'll definitely respond to you. You can also shoot me a DM. You can DM me on Facebook at iSimplyShe, YouTube at iSimplyShe, and LinkedIn at Crystal Vernay. If you are on Instagram, then it's going to be at I_simply_she. My DMs are open, so if you have questions, let me know. But that's it, guys. Happy New Year. Super excited to be back and in 2023. So many exciting things are happening. So that's all I got. I will see you guys later. Take care and have a great rest of your day.